So first off, I'm going to show you guys some customs I completed. They're new people figures. So I made a new Sir Topham Hatt figure, a non-work outfit Sir Topham Hatt figure, and a Mr. Bubbles figure. Originally I was just going to show these on my community tab, but I showed these to my mom when I was done painting them, and she said I should make a video on them. So I decided to put them in here. So I'm just going to kind of quickly show these guys off. So first off, here is a controller, regular default Sir Topham Hatt. I made this to replace my old one. I felt like my people making abilities have gotten better over time, and I first made this one probably almost 5 years ago. I think I made this in like September or August of 2020. I don't think this one's bad, but like I said, I've improved over time, so I knew I could do better and decided to remake him. So yeah, here's the new Sir Topham Hatt. The head is removable from this one. Most of my people figures don't have removable heads, like Mr. Bubbles here. They just have heads that are stuck in place. But I specifically gave this Sir Topham Hatt a removable head because I also made this Sir Topham Hatt. This Sir Topham Hatt is based on what he looked like in Season 5 when he wasn't working, like in the episodes Toby's Discovery and Sir Topham Hatt's Holiday. I made the heads removable so I could swap the head from this non-work Sir Topham Hatt was this Sir Topham. I was thinking about making another Sir Topham Hatt figure like this one, except there's just no hat, but I felt like that was a little unnecessary when I could just make the heads removable. The heads are held on with, it's not blue tack, it pretty much is blue tack though. It's like a Scotch tape brand or Scotch brand thing. It's used for holding posters on the wall, which is what blue tack is used for, which is why I'm just going to refer to this as blue tack. Yeah, but let me show you what this Sir Topham Hatt looks like with the other head. So here's Sir Topham Hatt with the head that was on the other figure, and here's the other one. This was kind of done so if there's like a scene in like a video or a remake I'm doing where Sir Topham Hatt doesn't have his hat on, or let's say like his hat gets blown off or something, I can make like a miniature hat that can get blown off. The actual Sir Topham Hatt figure in the show actually had the hat molded onto his head, and there was another head which was just bald. And when there were scenes where like his hat would get blown off his head, it was just a Brit hat prop that was made for said scene. Here's the other one with the hat. I don't believe there's ever been a scene in the show where Sir Topham Hatt's been wearing this blue attire fit with the top hat, but there's a reference photo that looks like this. I would like to make more Sir Topham Hatt variants based on other various episodes. Alright, that's pretty much it for these two, and now I'm going to show you the other custom. Here is Mr. Bubbles. I made Mr. Bubbles just because I don't have any remakes planned right now where Mr. Bubbles is set to appear. I know I will get use out of this figure in the future. Yeah, there's Mr. Bubbles. Fun figure, funny figure. All of these took like maybe like 3, possibly 4 hours. I don't feel like it took that long to sculpt. Probably took 4 hours to sculpt all these, and painting all of these took like 6 hours. Making these figures takes time, but it's worth it in the end. It doesn't feel long when I'm working on stuff because I really enjoy making my customs. I have a decent amount of other human figures I've made for videos, or just because, you know, I make them because I know I'll get use out of them eventually. I don't know if you guys would like to see me make a video on these guys. I don't really know what I'd say about them. Maybe I'd go a bit more in depth in how my figures have changed over time. If any of you guys are interested in seeing a video on these figures where I just show them all off, let me know. And because I know some people are probably going to point out that they saw faces underneath the people figures, but this is the box where I keep my custom made engine faces. Except those diesel ones, those ones were printed offline, and those Timothy faces were made by Big Engine 87, and I printed those off for my Timothy custom. So there's Stanley, Rosie, Gordon, James, Thomas. That Thomas face right there was cut off from a Biggs and Discovery Thomas. Emily, Henry, Daisy, Norman. Daisy, Norman, and James are missing their happy faces, but that's because they're on my actual models of them right now. I plan to make more faces. I'm I make these faces just gradually over time. But yeah, there's a quick little showcase of those. Alright, so here's the package. It's not a PlayStation 5 controller. This is just a box the seller decided to put it in. I guess it's the only box they had. Either way, interesting box choice. Let's just get into opening this package and see what engines are in here. What engines did I get? Was a character in the thumbnail clickbait? Ooh, would I actually do clickbait? Okay, where's the best way to open this from? I don't know why I'm being so gentle with this box. It's not like I'm gonna keep it, so we're just gonna... Okay, we're just gonna start cutting into this box because I'm not keeping it. Okay, guys, it's the Logging Locos. Bought all of the Logging Locos. The reason I bought these, I wasn't actually planning to buy the Logging Locos like anytime soon, but I was looking on eBay and I saw there was a listing for, I looked up Trackmaster Ferdinand because sometimes I look what the price for him is, and I saw there was a listing which had Ash, Dash, and Ferdinand and these trucks for $60, and the seller gave me a discount and was tax and everything. The price for these came out to like $64 and some cents and some change. Something I realized is that in the picture advertised it showed baggage loads in this truck, but I didn't get them in the package. As you can see, there are no baggage loads in here. Also, I'm not sure why there's this, this dust on top of Dash. Okay, I just wiped it away with my finger, so, you know, it said they all worked. Maybe the seller had in the description that the baggage loads weren't actually included. I'll have to recheck that. Also, I got these. I don't think I really plan to use these. If I do, maybe I'll use them as little box cars or something. Most people use them as narrow gauge brake fans, but I don't use the Trackmaster narrow gauge engine. So, but yeah, got the Logging Locos now. Probably not going to use these guys a whole lot, but I did want to get them eventually. Honestly, this was a pretty good deal in my opinion, which is why I decided to pick these guys up. Because there's another listing of just the Logging Locos that is going for almost $100, I think. And when I saw this, I was like, seeing that there's another listing selling all of them for $100. I should jump now and get them. Okay, so this guy said works, but look at this corroded battery that just came out of Ferdinand. What the flip, dude? Come on now, we could have at least advertised that. What the heck? I hope the other Logging Locos don't have the same corrosion problem. Hopefully they all still work. Okay, this battery's dead because I tried it, didn't work. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any corrosion on Dash. The flip, dude? This guy said they worked. Oh, wait, never mind. Here we go. Pretty slow though. That's alright, though. Probably just need to get warmed up. Okay, it looks like there might be a little bit of corrosion on Dash. Not really though. I'm sure it'll still work, but I will try and clean that out. There we go. Sometimes, I saw this on Twitter, sometimes you just need to bang an engine on the ground for it to start working more. And there we go, he's going a little faster now, slightly. Okay, I need to test Ferdinand and see if he works. I'm hoping he works. The seller said he worked, but like I showed, there's some corrosion in there. Okay, so I cleaned the inside of Ferdinand here, and this part here was distilled white vinegar because I saw Custom Trackmasters in a few videos clean out the corrosion from engines with distilled white vinegar, and I actually used that to clean out my Trackmaster Den, because originally when I got him he wasn't working, or he was going really slowly because there was like corrosion parts in there, and then I cleaned what I could and he started working a little better. But I haven't tested if Ferdinand works, so we're actually going to see that right now. I will say I think Ferdinand has probably the most interesting way to unscrew him. It's really cool to see what they did for him to be accurate to how he is in the show, and the screw is not lined up with the flip. Okay, alright, let's see. Okay, there he goes, but he's noisy, but he works, so at least there's that. Why is there this clicking? What the heck? Alright, if anyone knows how to fix the clicking here, let me know. I might try and fix that, but then again, I don't plan to use the logging locos, like, really at all in any of my videos, or a whole lot. But, if anyone knows how to fix it, then please let me know. It'd be appreciated. Also, I'd like to add, originally I wasn't really planning to get the Trackmaster Dash and Dash. I was planning to just get the wooden railway ones because they look more accurate, and like I said, I don't plan to use the logging locos a whole lot, but because I saw this lot that I thought was for a good price, I decided to get the lot and just get the Trackmaster ones. And alright guys, that's about it for this video. And hopefully you'll be seeing more videos from me in the future. Hopefully a little more frequently this summer. And with that, goodbye and thank you so much for watching.